Attention all listeners. The following is a radio program. It is a comedy show, nothing inspirational, deep, or motivating. Just goofiness, fellowship, and fun. That's it. So deep dive that. Now here is the program.
Now it's time for Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul.
We like to start the program with a song that symbolizes the last week, and what's weird about when you take a couple weeks off, it just isn't about the last week anymore. It's about, I don't know. You know, it's like, I hope you guys will be able to figure this one out because it happened all the way last weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had a year's worth of news between
last
weekend and now.
Yeah. So here we go. Here is where is it? Okay. It is Bulls on Parade. Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the Texter.
Bulls on Parade.
But then there's a little twist in this video too that you'll understand.
Oh, okay. Happened last weekend. Okay, and last weekend was Father's Day, right?
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with that?
No.
Oh, okay, shoot.
Man, I can't believe you don't remember this.
Are you being funny, Chris?
No. No, I'm not. Do you know what it is?
Okay, here we go.
It was last weekend, right? What?
Oh, it's a little boy.
Okay. It's a childish behavior and a parade.
Oh, okay. Okay, now it's all coming together. I had honestly forgotten a little bit about
what? You guys say the answer.
About the military parade. Yeah. It was the lowest energy military parade I think I ever have seen.
Okay, so we were texting back and forth about, did the troops look bad deliberately for them or not?
Right.
I think they did.
We gotta
speak up there, Maddie.
Hi, I'm here.
What was your theory, Chris?
I don't know if I believed it, but I really hoped it was a big FU from the troops to Trump. But then I saw other stuff online from different military people saying, look, they had to throw this together so quick, they didn't get a chance to practice, and, you know. But then I saw other guys going, no, every military person knows how to march in lockstep.
Yeah, and they were, because I heard some saying that, they couldn't hear, their commands, and it's like, left, right, you couldn't.
So
and then I heard probably the most common one I heard in defense of them being off was, oh no, you just do that in basic, but the American military, we're doing, real stuff and real jobs, so we're not worrying about your work, practicing, walking, and then someone will come back and say, bullshit, you never forget how to march.
Well, I heard there's different formations, meaning that if you're walking, let's say you're taking your troops in a mile, you're just walking, and you're kind of in sync like these guys were, but you're not like North Korea Nazi military style. I think my best guess is that they're so damn incompetent that they didn't plan on anything. They're just incompetent.
The administration,
Pete Hegsey, and they just stink. Is the problem?
Not the American Army. You're saying.
No. Because you got to train for it. They're just like, okay, I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well tomorrow you need to walk. Okay, we'll try to walk as best we can.
Do you really think Pete Hedgehog has enough influence though to make the military good or bad?
Well, that's the point. He's incompetent. He can't do it.
Okay.
He can't do it. And maybe with a little more time and a little more expectation setting, well, that's more competence, isn't it? Right? I mean, whenever you lead something, Chris used to be in leadership development.
Sure. Yeah, there was a time.
Well, if you if you have enough time and you have your intentions and what you want them to do, you can get it done. But if you're incompetent, you simply don't do it. So, welcome to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the Texter.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Paul.
What's up, Sackers? Today is Sunday, June 22nd.
Oh, boy. This is a show where we review the most important things for the past week and get you ready for the next week. It's your one-stop podcast to keep you updated. It's a real week review. Just listen to us. You won't need any other information outlet. That's our guarantee. Thanks for listening to us online at kctkradio.com or on the YouTube live page at KCTK Radio page. But it's easier to listen to the KCTK Radio smartphone app. If you don't have it, download it right now. It's free. Ooh. We're still doing the Juneteenth promotion.
Nice.
Yeah. Because Juneteenth people were set free.
Juneteenth.
Do you get it?
People.
Right.
Oh, free and free.
Right. We're setting the app free.
Oh, okay.
In a very Juneteenth way. And it was been free for a while.
For people like me, Juneteenth people.
Yeah.
Oh, you Juneteenth.
No. Oh, you're getting me all wrong, Juneteenth person. It's free for all people.
Oh.
But also, it was free for like a month that people didn't know. That's why we did it on Juneteenth. Woo! You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation.
Can I be referred to as the Juneteenth person of the show from now on?
Well, 3/5 of the person?
Oh, wow! Oh, my God.
I'm just trying.
Oh, my God.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, this is awesome.
Woo! Woo!
Okay, coming up.
Why don't we bring Gary out? That should make things better.
Sure.
Maddie, do you want to know about Gary?
No.
Okay.
No.
Coming up with a weekly news quiz, pop culture update, incredible special feature, headlines and predictions, and much, much more. But first, let's see what is going on. And the way we do that is, I got to set this up here. It's what's up with that, right?
Yeah.
And
That's our new way of doing it.
I cannot wait to hear. I haven't seen you guys forever and a day.
Uh-huh. He
Chris,
said,
tell us what's going on.
so it's been a hot minute, right, since we've been together.
Been a minute.
Yeah. So you reminded me with the song choice, thank you very much, Paul, that a week ago Saturday, I was at the No Kings protest down at the Country Club Plaza here in Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow.
So, and let me give all the credit to my wife. She's the one who said we need to be getting active. We need to stand up for something. And I immediately caved and said, you're right. I do need to stand up for something. What am I allowed to stand up
Yes,
for?
good.
No, I'm kidding. So she posted about it. She actually got a couple of other people to come down.
Who? Oh, I got to know who.
Dave and Tammy Snap. Tammy Snap messaged Jane and said, okay, you're giving me courage. I think I can do this. Are you guys going to be down there? I want to do it too.
Dave Snap of Mean Pride?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. And Dave and Kimberly Tice. Kimberly messaged Jane and said, okay, I think we're... Oh boy, we did it again.
Olive got me again.
Anyway, we can't hear, but can you hear me? Should I continue?
No, I don't. I can hear you, but I don't really want to.
Oh, now the computer's out. Can you reach it? Poor Olive.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
And we're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Well, let me know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the computer okay?
It is.
Okay.
So we are back now. So went down to the protest, and I was amazed at how many people.
Now, which location were you?
We
at?
went down to the plaza. Mill Creek Park over there.
Yep.
Is that it? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really curious on the history of why that started to be the protest place.
Yeah, I have
why
no
isn't it
idea.
downtown in front of the federal courthouse or even City Hall? You know, it's weird, isn't it?
Maybe because there's room there. I don't know. But
There's
was
room everywhere. There's
Well,
room
there is.
everywhere, and maybe P.F. Chang's has something to do with bad stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Listeners, if any of you know why Mill Creek Park became the sort of central point for protests, let us know. Give us a call at 913-735-0060.
So although there were multiple locations throughout the city, Mill Creek was kind of home base.
It was the largest one, but yeah, there were several around the city, and this kind of blew my mind. I'm walking along, and some lady stops me and goes, "Hey, can you believe they're actually having a protest in Maryville today?" And I'm like,
Does she know you're Maryville?
"Hey, no, I didn't know that." But and then I realized I'm wearing a Bearcat baseball cap, and that's why she told me. And then I ran into another friend of mine, Thad Wilson, who was down there. And he said, "Yeah, I was talking to this guy earlier, and he's like, I love being here." He goes, but
he's in the medical profession.
I know.
Wow.
Well, he's retired now.
Okay.
Must be nice. But he said this other guy goes, "I'm having a great time here, but I got to go hit the one in Clinton. I got family in Clinton, and I told him I'd be at the protest there."
In Clinton?
In Clinton.
Wow.
Yeah. It was huge. The energy was amazing. Like, just...
So
wow.
how many, just to go, I got a couple questions for you. How many Molotov cocktails did you have to bring and throw at peacekeepers?
Well, you had to give 2 to your upline before you're even allowed into the protest.
Yeah.
So, and then when you signed up 3 more people under you, you got each of their first 2 Molotov cocktails. So it worked out great.
Now, this is the second protest you've been in a while, right? Didn't you and a bunch of friends go in a U-Haul truck with mask on?
No.
In downtown Kansas City?
No.
That wasn't...
I was not involved in yeah. Yes.
You weren't proud about that?
No, I wasn't.
You were proud.
I was neither
you
proud.
said, "Boy, am I proud." So that wasn't... You weren't involved in that
was
one?
not involved. This was actually my first protest ever.
Okay, how much did George Soros pay you? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah.
Because you're a paid protester.
You know what? There's some things we can't talk about on the air.
Isn't that just like a baby loser? And
Totally.
we've heard it all because we're Chiefs fans and all the crybaby losers, but it's the same type mentality.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason people are there because George Soros is paying them.
Dude, people I really like and I consider to be bright people have said to me, "Well, I think with January 6th, George Soros was paying those people to be
Is
there."
that just ridiculous? Now, listen, we're a little state, but I was the leader of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, you were the
in the
leader
House,
guy.
and then the state senator. You were the mayor pro tem of Harry Truman's hometown. Did George Soros ever try to give us any money?
No.
I mean, what gives? What's wrong with us?
Nobody gave me money. We were like the only 2 guys in politics who were never smart enough to turn that into a payday.
Yeah, we really messed up.
I
We
know.
messed up big time.
Morons.
No, I mean, that George Soros thing is just...
Yeah.
But so did you have a nice time? I mean,
Did.
it was all peaceful and fun.
It was good energy, peaceful, lots of hilarious signs, lots of honking and chanting, and I thought it was great. And I saw no violence, a lot of peace-loving people, and
That's awesome.
talked to a lot of people who were like, I've never done this, but I feel like I've got to do something at this point.
Were you
I have to do something.
Were you afraid Trump was going to bomb it in the name of peace?
You know what? After last night, maybe I should have been. God.
You know, for that one, I didn't feel like I wanted to go, but for the Ukraine one, I wanted to go, but they didn't have one after I decided I wanted to go to one.
Yeah. I'll say if they do another one, I'll be there again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want kings. No more.
Oh, and you've also seen on social media, hey, no kings, Jesus is king.
Oh, I
Like,
saw
just
that.
please stop it.
Yes.
Just please.
Yes, and I also saw some no kings. You were able to protest freely, so I think that means there are no kings.
People, why? I'm so sick of the stupidity in our country.
Because you were allowed to protest, there was no reason for you to protest, is basically what it says.
Yeah.
So wait until you have a king who says you can't protest, then go protest. Yeah.
God, it's so dumb. Now, they say if 3% of the country protests or participates in protest, then that it always has happened to where political changes come.
I read that. Yeah.
And the people who participated, they did the numbers, and it's like 2.75% or something along those lines. Now, I was protesting by sitting on a boat and drinking beer.
Hey, we need all kinds.
So,
Maybe goes.
so I'm gonna round that number up because there's many of us who didn't go. Who some of us have weird, and we don't understand that he actually has social anxiety. He would not want to be around a crowd, but he's with us.
Yeah.
I was protesting.
Madeline, we haven't seen your face yet, but would you go to a protest?
Yeah, I would go to a
Okay,
protest.
we'll introduce you a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
Okay, what
Thank
else
you.
you been doing, Chris?
So I debated whether to bring this up or not, but I went down quite a rabbit hole this week.
Oh yeah.
Why did you say the word?
I know.
I think you gave that to him.
I kind of.
Yeah. All right.
And I was thinking about this yesterday. I was in the grocery store. I'm like, am I going to say rabbit hole
Do I say it?
tomorrow on the show?
Yeah.
And,
He can't find it anyway.
yeah.
He can tell.
I'm going down the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole. I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Chris likes it.
Please help me. I'm going down the rabbit
Sure.
hole, going down the rabbit hole.
Okay, what you got, Chris?
I'm
Okay,
going down
so
the rabbit hole.
I've had a weird change in my body.
More hair down there.
Yeah, and my voice got deeper. No, but in a somewhat related thing, I no longer have BO.
Huh.
Work out, take a morning, walk when it's 100 degrees outside. I no longer stink under my armpits.
Actually, I think your nose isn't working correctly.
Yeah.
So, and kudos to Jane. I've had her test it for him. Like, am I just used to my own smell? Because I don't wear deodorant anymore. And she's stuck her nose in my pit, and she's like, no, you really don't stink. What's going on? So then I'm like,
That's love, by the way.
it is, yeah. Oh, I won't tell you everywhere she stuck her nose, but yeah, God love that
don't want
woman.
to know
I'm gonna vomit.
So there is a gene and I looked. So this is the rabbit hole I went down this week, and it's gone now, but it's like the ACC11. Anyway, like a bunch of Koreans, the gene's not turned on, and they never have body odor. And for like 1% of other populations, people are either born where they don't have body odor, or at some point in their life, the gene switches, and you no longer have body odor. So I've had that gene switch in
Interesting.
me somehow.
Now, I have the problem where I sweat profusely. And it's fine with me. I'm like an old fat guy.
Yeah.
I'm eating a scone.
But
yeah,
then you
you're
pass-
going to do that. But then I pass it on to the sweet
Yeah.
little beautiful
He
young
passed
woman.
it on,
No.
to his youngest daughter. He did.
Are you a sweater?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I admit it. I'm a sweater. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I also
My name's Maddie.
Need to
and
accept
I'm a
it.
sweater.
And I'm a sweater.
I'm in the acceptance phase.
That's good. Well, you
Yeah.
got to go through each of those phases on
Yeah.
the grief cycle.
Exactly. So now it's just, hey, I sweat. I'm
Well,
gonna be sweaty if it's hot.
If it helps, Maddie, I'm a sweater too. Like I sweat crazy, but I don't stink anymore. So
That's
maybe
nice.
someday.
Maybe someday I won't stink.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just trying to give you hope.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah. Thank you. It's
How much
really
money
weird.
do you think you save a year, fiscal year, on deodorant?
So not calendar year.
Right.
Okay. It's got to be upwards of, I don't know, $18.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is, yeah. It's a big help for me. But what I can't find is what causes this to change. So there's the little worrier part of me is like, what's wrong?
That's what I was going to ask. is
Yeah.
What is the downside? to it?
Yes, and apparently having the gene either work or not work, according to what I found, there's not a downside. But what I can't find is why
Why?
did it change? And is that something that I should be terrified about?
Yeah. I don't know.
So, oh,
Come on, I can't hear that.
yeah.
So
They look like they're having a blast.
Bobby's bouncing around like he's a little chimpanzee. Isn't he?
He's just
Oh, Marcia.
anyway. Okay, that works.
Yeah, so weird.
Stop.
Is Greg wearing his Johnny Bravo jacket?
He is. So what else going on, Chris?
Oh, I think that's the highlights. Don't have a job. Still looking in that department, and yeah, there you go. That's me.
Boogie, you're coming in town on July 26th. I saw at Knuckleheads.
yes.
What kind of performance will you be giving?
I don't know. That's it's just going to be mysterious. You just show up and you get what you get. I don't even know at this point what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So
Oh, I like that.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm sorry that the texter must have done the marketing for you.
Boogie Nights.
Because he put nights.
Yeah. That son of a.
Yeah. So what's going on with you? Everyone wants to know. Why
damn.
weren't you? You don't care about this country? So you weren't protesting?
Yeah, I do, but you alluded to it, man. Like my social anxiety prevented me
Yeah.
from going down there,
Yeah.
even with my people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
The Juneteenth people.
The Juneteenth people
Okay.
and everybody that supports us.
Hey, you know how they organized it? They told, let's get a bunch of whiteys out there.
Because
Because they didn't want to turn it into
Black Lives
bad
Matter.
memories of Black Lives Matter or even the raucous immigrant stuff where they were flying the Mexican flags.
yeah,
And they flew the American flag everywhere, and I thought that was awesome. I say we take it back; it's ours again.
Yeah. It was really nice to see all of the American flags. I saw a couple of Mexican flags, but thousands of American flags waving.
Now, when I first hear that, I think we should have all people there. You know, I get into my liberal pearl clutching mode. But then I remember when we picked Kamala Harris, you shook your head and said, "No, we gotta get a dumb white guy."
yeah.
Yeah,
And we didn't listen to you, Boogie.
yeah. So maybe we got to
now,
play.
Now we just started World War III.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe we got
Yes.
to do this performative game a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest. The truth also is that, it kind of has to come from you guys,
Yeah.
or else it's immediately met with adversity,
Yes.
That's exactly what I said.
right? And
Yeah.
so the change, particular to that, has to kind of come with, with
Because
the
they're
with the
going to
white
be
guys.
respected by everyone, unfortunately.
Yeah,
even
that's-
if they're stupid,
that's-
and they are.
I really
Yeah.
don't like it that way, and it makes me mad.
Right,
Yes.
and it doesn't make sense, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
any voice should be able to be heard, but it's like, oh, but when the white man's voice is
It just-
heard,
it
then,
just-
then it
It's
ma-
just
then it
another
matters
spotlight
more.
on how racist we are here.
Exactly.
It just shows, in my mind, I have a hard time with it because we had a great president, black guy. We have many leaders in our state, black people, women, some that were good, some that were terrible mayors. But the point is, to me, it doesn't make a difference. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal, but I feel like I don't see it. I think a lot about you saying, "Oh no, this ain't gonna work with Kama," because then Maddie told me the same thing, and it's like I don't see where I'm sitting as old fat white guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
And I think that it's good that people like you are getting to the point where you're realizing, like, shit, I have to change my perspective because
Yeah.
obviously everything up until this point has been through the lens of a white man. Mm-hmm. And so you don't see it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make you bad,
Yeah.
but it's just,
Well,
But
but it's just your perspective. And so,
But to me, you're still, regardless of your skin color, you're still bad for not protesting, and everyone that was there was cool. Okay, and Chris is kind of, I don't know.
Oh no!
Yes!
Did he really get the sound clip?
He did.
Dude, I went and
Jeez.
protested.
Okay, fair enough. What did you actually do, by the way? Did you like hang out on the corner like, yeah, no kings, or did you?
Yeah, I mean,
Was there catering? Like, did
Yeah, was someone bringing you like lattes?
You know, I thought there would at least be a small buffet, but there was nothing.
any activities for the kids? Any?
I didn't see any bounce houses, no face
balloon
painting,
tying,
no
nothing.
balloon
Did you
animals.
go have a nice brunch afterwards or before or something? I'm imagining.
No, we really didn't. We went down there, protested for a couple hours, and came back home.
Wow.
So, and there were chants going on, but every time I participated in a chant, Jane said it sounded
fiddling.
like I was mocking the chant.
That's
By
weird.
the way that
Can
I
you-
was
can you imagine that?
participating.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember one of them?
it was like hey ho, Trump must go. There were several.
How'd you do it?
Yeah. Can we get a?
Hey ho!
Kind of like I can't, gosh, I wish I could remember some of them, but it was like, hey ho, he must go, hey ho, he must go, hey ho, he must go, getting into it.
I could see Jay
Yeah, I
going,
could see.
honey, stop. It's okay. We're here. It's good enough.
You know, I think you could probably help the movement a lot if you went home.
Just go home, babe. I got it. I got it from here.
Yeah. So
Okay, so anyway, back to what have you been doing, Boogie?
Not protesting.
Right.
Yeah, not a whole lot actually. Whoa!
whoa,
I just came in stereo.
you sure did. What?
Okay.
Oh man.
Must be nice to be newlywed.
Damn it, Chris. I haven't had a whole lot going on. What have we been going now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's been a long
God,
time.
I don't even remember at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Just been stupid work. Boys
Boys are both gone, right?
are both gone. Yeah, that's about it.
Is it great? Just no kids in your house. You don't have to bother with them or their dog.
So
Pulling your headphones out.
disrupting the show.
Yeah.
So Jack is still in and out. Gabe is there like 25% of the time. He's kind of in and out. So we're still not fully
Yeah,
empty
yeah.
nesters.
You never are.
Yeah,
You never are.
obviously.
Yes.
So
You can't see me, but I
Yeah,
get a big smile.
so yeah. So Chris, I'm stealing your thunder. I'm stealing your bit a little bit here.
Oh, please.
Found this new restaurant.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know where Southside Grill is.
Yes.
The place we went right before the comedy show.
Yeah, right next to the comedy club.
2 doors down from it, a new Jamaican place opened up.
Ooh.
It is absolutely amazing.
Really?
From the first, so a buddy of mine at work told me about it, and he's like, he lives close by, and I'm like, hey man, I can't believe we haven't bumped into each other at the Price Chopper. And he's like, well, I don't shop, and besides that, I've mostly been eating dinner like almost every night at the new Jamaican place right there. And I'm like, right where? And he's like, right there, in that parking lot. I'm like, there's no Jamaican place. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you don't mean the bar and grill? He goes, no, it's 2 doors down from there. So it's literally
By the comedy club and by
so it goes the bar and grill, the comedy club, some little tiny, I think maybe a hair shop, and then there's the new Jamaican place.
Huh.
Anyway, just absolutely
What do you get?
fabulous.
All I know is about the jerk chicken. What's
so
good there?
so they got a little bit of everything actually. They got obviously jerk chicken, lamb chops, oxtails,
Wow.
blackened fish,
Okay.
jerk jerk wings.
What'd you call me?
Oh, I want to go get some jerk wings.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Oh, the red beans and rice.
Oh, God, I'm a sucker for red
So
beans
from
and rice.
so from the first night that I went in, I think I found out the week before last. I've gone 3 times already, 3 or 4 times.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't stop.
Dang it.
So then my father-in-law's coming in town this Friday, and we're going again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really good. Other than that, me and Uv started watching True Blood again.
Oh,
She had never
really?
Just going
seen
through it again?
So it's just fun. It's been so long I can't remember 90% of it. She had never seen it. Did you guys get to see Straw on Netflix with Taraji P. Henson?
No.
It's really, really good. So it's a Tyler Perry deal, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Tyler Perry doing his Tyler Perry thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised. Check it out. It's called
Is Medea in it?
Medea is not. Medea is not in it.
Oh, well, then I ain't watching it.
But it was a pleasant surprise. Check it out.
Wow, okay. I'll check that out.
I think that's it. My current obsession as far as music. Have you guys heard of this band called the Greystones? So they're all over the internet. By all over the internet, I just mean TikTok and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the average age is, I think, 11.
Whoa.
But these kids are fucking phenomenal.
Really?
And they do mostly covers of like 80s stuff. 80s and early 90s. Oh, man. Just a couple of 70s.
I'll have to check them out.
They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So they haven't put out like anything out officially on Spotify or anything, but they got stuff on YouTube.
Is the kid on the keyboard the same kid that was singing about the parade?
Oh, yeah, this is them. Dude,
Maybe.
the bass player, this freaking sax kid, the 2 girls, the 2 lead singers, all of them, just ridiculous, man.
Wow.
I'm obsessed with them. I
Okay.
cannot wait until they put out an album. Listen to this kid.
I don't understand why I can't play the sound very good on the. I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
All right. Well, glad you're here.
School of Rock
Thanks.
is back.
Yeah.
it's totally
Yeah.
School of Rock, but it's serious and they're amazing.
Oh, Boogie, just real quick before we move on, since you were talking about shows, have you started watching Duster on Max?
I haven't. It didn't look good to me.
Man.
Is it good?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, give it a shot. I'd be curious your opinion.
See what the texter has up. He's back. And he starts with relevant stuff. Today is June 22nd, the 173rd day of the year. On this day, in 1986, Argentine soccer player Diego Maradona scored his memorable Hand of God goal. Okay, I'm moving on. They did not throw the parade together quick. It was in D.C. in February, and they were constructing the stands for the parade back then. Okay, but I'm saying they're incompetent to train the guys to walk right. I'm saying that. I'm saying it. Free app. All you goddamn libtards do is give out free stuff that happens to earn. Yep, that's true. Now, this is interesting.
Ooh.
The name Madeline is primary English and French origin, meaning woman of Magdalene or high tower. It's derived from the name Magdalene, which comes from the Hebrew word Middle, meaning tower. The name is also associated with Mary Magdalene, a prominent figure in the New Testament. It's also in a kid's book.
Mary Magdalene was the name that I chose for myself when I got confirmed. So I guess that's what
Really?
God thinks I am now.
Wow.
So that's why I'm going to heaven.
That's probably why you're so Catholic too.
That's why I'm so Catholic.
I receive a monthly.
And that's why I'm going to heaven.
Texter says I receive a monthly check from George Soros and cash it with Zeal. Okay,
Is Zeal a new check cashing app?
it is. Yeah.
Okay. Probably free.
Booby honking. Kevin Malone. This refers to all the kind of honking at the protest.
Booby honking? I didn't see a lot of booby honking going on at the protest.
With the photos and
Boring.
with the
Honk, honk.
What? With the photos and videos of the Apollo mission only available through NASA, there's no independent verification the lunar landing or anything but a hoax. That's true.
Yeah.
Good point. Dear Past Week Next Month. That's kind of how we're doing our show lately.
Yes.
Rebecca left her dad's store to go home at 20 to 7 in the morning. 40
Evening.
minutes later, evening, sorry. 40 minutes later, she was home. What time was it when she arrived home?
I guess 7:20,
Yep, that's right.
unless she crossed time zones.
Yes. Dear Chris,
Oh, yeah.
what is the very best possible product you can buy to treat jock itch, ringworm, psoriasis, or tetter?
Heroin.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Madeline is a popular name ranking in the
Wow,
top
he's
100
prolific.
girls' names in the U.S. Individuals named Madeline are often perceived as kind of empathetic and nurturing, which is a great
beautiful.
transition to Maddie.
It's also the name that everyone in 1996 to 1998 decided to name their daughter.
It's popular.
Yeah.
So we have a
But
special
specifically
guest.
people my age.
You have special guest Madeline Lavoda. Thanks for being here.
Thank you
We
for
talk.
having me.
We talk a lot about you and your acting career and your gentleman caller and
Oh, no.
you know all kinds of stuff. But
You mean my current boyfriend?
yeah?
That's
I
what
call him.
refer
I
to
call him
as.
your gentleman caller. And welcome.
Thank you.
So you have a dog named Olive,
I do.
and she likes to be part of the show,
She does.
and that's what happened. And thanks for taking care of her.
Of course.
But what's been going on with you? What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Yeah. What's up with that? You moved a few weeks ago, right?
Yes, I did. I moved back into the KCTK studio above it.
Uh huh.
And I'm freeloading off of you for a bit now, and it's been nice.
Has it really?
It actually has been very nice.
Oh, wow.
I think that I am very lucky to have parents that I don't despise. And
Well, there's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, that
yeah,
was.
but also I like to be around, and also won't drive me completely crazy, where I'm able to do this, live here a bit, save up some money, and kind of get
So
stuff going for myself.
it's very sweet of you to say. It's very nice. You've never listened to this program? it's we're not for that.
For nice things?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
or
Yeah.
telling the truth. But I'm glad you're on because I had such a delightful time with Abby when she was here. That's Chris's
Yes.
daughter.
Yes.
And I'm like, you're a daughter. Why don't you ever come on?
You didn't want me on Father's Day, though. You said, I don't want to do a show on Father's Day.
Well, I
with
was
my
out of
daughter."
town too.
Yeah, sure.
And then Nadia was here one time, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And Ms. Texter, she's never been on.
No, we need to remedy that.
Yeah, I think she's in our nation's capital working with George Soros. But and we've never had, we had Molly on one time. And we've never had Megan, have we?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So you're just in the middle of the pack, really.
All
I mean, it's
right.
nothing special whatsoever. Nothing new, not the last one.
Yeah,
You're just here.
just along for the ride.
But you have an interest in movies, and we were going to talk a little bit about movies a little bit later.
I
right?
do. Yes.
Ooh,
And this will be a
talking my
great,
language.
great plug for anyone's interested in movies and is not already a AMC A-lister. Highly recommend it. It's $19 a month. You can see up to 4 movies a week.
Wow.
And if you want to see like a Dolby or IMAX movie, that's already like a $15 ticket itself. So see 1 to 2 movies a month.
You paid
Pays
for
for
it.
itself. And you get discounts on popcorn. I sound like the ad.
Did George
but I
Soros
really-
pay you to do this ad or something?
No, but that's another thing about people who are A-listers is that you got to talk about it because I'm
Oh, you're like vegans.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. No, but I love going to the movies. So
Well, I'm glad you're here.
yeah.
And not only in just the show, but here in this studio.
Oh, thank you.
It's weird. You guys were familiar with the pool and all the trouble I had, and it didn't work, and it leaked, and it was gross. No children were ever interested in living with us at that point.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
All, it's all a good time, and yeah,
it's really convenient that it is looking great when I moved in.
Hey, a lot of people have been saying, well, what's up with you, Paul?
Yeah.
Well, I have been
crying
asking.
out loud.
Yeah.
Well, I had, here's some, just to roll down some of the things that happened since the last time we met. Mm-hmm. I went to Dixon's Chili, and I got chili and spaghetti. But I also was with some dear friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, from high school, and they're nice fellas. And they're all, okay, most of them, they're all my age or maybe even younger. A little bit younger, not dramatically. And all of them are retired except for one guy who doesn't have a job. And then me with a job.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, so we haven't had a show since then. So
Maybe.
I didn't even talk about moving to New York or anything.
No,
Jeez Louise.
you haven't talked about that.
Wow.
Can we talk about that later?
Yeah.
This is the special daughter show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. Then I had a great time. I went to St. John's Catholic Church and watched a soccer game.
Oh, fun.
And it was for the Croatians playing the team from Gibraltar.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever you call them.
And we kicked, the Croatian team.
Yeah.
That's where I was. Kicked their butt, man.
Nice.
Yeah. Had a nice sausage of Croatian descent, I'm assuming, and some beer of Croatian
descent.
But what was best was the fellowship of a good friend that was there with me.
What is Croatian sausage like?
It's, I don't know, Polish sausage. A lot of, you would love it. They put a lot of kraut and onions and stuff on it.
I love the kraut, but the onions I could do without.
Yeah, I don't like the kraut.
Oh, wow.
So, but it was a fun Friday afternoon that I skipped out of work and hung out with a friend. So that was really cool. And then last weekend, the reason we didn't have a show is because I was out of town. I think I may have said, let's not do this because it's Father's Day, whatever. Like, your sons gave you a receipt for dinner that you paid for. Mm-hmm. Did your oldest daughter, she gave you a text, I'm assuming?
She sent me a text.
Yeah, mine did too. Yeah, mm-hmm. A text.
Yeah.
And I think it said, it's Father's Day. And that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was actually one of those, like, onboard gifts from
Ooh.
and she must have accidentally hit the wrong one because it just said happy birthday.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, you know,
but I know what she meant.
You know what she's probably doing? Just covering all bases.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah.
I don't know when my dad's birthday is.
Yeah.
I'll
It
just
may
do
or may not be Father's Day. I'm just, yeah.
Now, my youngest told me, hey, I was going to get you something, but I haven't got it.
Oh.
So that was really sweet.
Yeah.
I'm thoughtful.
Yeah.
I got a text from my daughter saying, is Father's Day still a thing? No, I didn't. No, that didn't really happen. But yeah.
Did they lavish you with gifts and?
I got texts early in the morning from each of them, and then I got a FaceTime call from Molly later in the day and a phone call from Abby later in the day.
Well,
they're both gone.
That's okay because they don't like live either in town or with you. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a good point.
And either your kids, right? They're all gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like if you had someone in your house, you would expect. I mean,
I ate a sandwich with you, and that was a great time.
That was great.
Who paid for the sandwich?
Probably you. Yeah.
But I was out of town. I went to Stockton Lake.
Oh, fun.
With, I think it's Bob and Steve Dooley. I mean, because it's what it was. And we went on their boat. We stopped by the Goblin and had a drink. and it was quite a deal.
Really?
Have you been to Stockton Lake?
Yeah.
What made you go there?
Well, when I was younger, we would take our travel trailers out there and camp.
Gotcha.
And fish, and I mean, I think it's a pretty lake.
It is. It is a pretty lake, and it's not as old as like they did the Lake of the Ozarks and some other lakes during recovery of the Depression. This was a 1969, 1970 lake for power.
Oh.
And so you can't buy land on it. So it's a beautiful lake, and we were treated with a lot of hospitality.
Well, that's
there.
cool. Yeah.
And we were supposed to go to the rodeo, but me and my missus said, we're tapping out. because we sat there and drank all day and we were exhausted and we didn't go to the rodeo.
So you guys stayed back. Hey, you don't got to tell us anymore
that's right.
about that.
In
And
an-
Maddie especially. You
Did
don't want to
they-
hear this.
in an
But-
Airbnb.
Do you think that the rodeo missed having you as the rodeo clown?
Oh,
Oh!
Yes.
So did they?
that was his comeback. Yes.
Then had a nice Juneteenth.
Yeah?
Yeah. One of my roommates had a big party with all her friends. It was good to see them.
Aw.
Enjoyed the pool and everything. So that was really
But
nice.
you went to the senior citizen pool across the street.
Yeah, neighbor has a senior citizen pool.
Yeah. 'Cause
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This pool was for young people only.
Oh.
We were at the senior citizen
Nah,
pool.
you were invited.
And I said, hey, this is the senior citizen pool. And there was a lady there who goes, not me. And we're like, oh,
Oh, boy.
I hate to tell you this.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
I think it's 55 plus.
Yeah, I hate to tell you. Hey, last night I went to the Knuckleheads because went to what's called a Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney had his birthday last week, and it was Paul McCartney's celebration.
Oh, fun.
So I thought it was going to be all Paul McCartney songs, but it's a band called the Liverpool Project that played Beatles music or Beatles solo music.
Oh, all of their solo music.
Mm-hmm. So they start. I wrote down the set list. Rock show. Okay, that's a good one to start with. Paul McCartney. Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Then they threw me "It Don't Come Easy." That's a Ringo song. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh.
And then they played "Jealous Guy," which is a slow Lennon song.
Never heard of it.
And then they played "Set on You." I got my mind set
Oh, yeah.
on you. I'm like, well, that's a cover that George Harrison did. What is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. And then the guy who was singing, he kept moving his hair around. His hair was so long because he's a rock star.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, a rock star.
And I don't know if you guys been to the Knuckleheads. It's a lot of fun.
I love Knuckleheads.
And it's a bunch of old fogies watching old fogies play old fogey music.
Yeah, it's like the senior citizen pool.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Do you want me to go down more of the set list?
Sure.
No, that's okay. And I don't know how to mention this. I'm not going to dwell on it. Maybe I will someday, but I lost my best friend Gilly about a week and a half ago. And I am really sad about it. And I should be sad about it. She was my best friend. I love her so much. You can see every little symbol of KCTK radio and the fun that I had included her. And yeah, I'm really going to miss that puppy. But she had some trouble. She couldn't walk for about 3 years. She couldn't go to the bathroom by herself for a long time. And we took her to Wayside Waves, and they really handled it really nicely. And it sucks.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
thank you. And I text you guys to let you know because it's such a big part of me, that dog I love so much. And I knew you guys would care. So thanks for your kind words. Chris, you left me the nicest voicemail that I've kept on my phone to
Aw.
listen to.
Oh.
And Jack did something. I'm sorry. Jack didn't do nothing, my nephew. I'm talking about Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie did something really nice where he called and I missed the call. That was his. He was. But knowing the guy, he was checking in on me,
Yeah.
and that was his. I could feel it.
Yeah.
So that was really nice, and yeah. So there you go. Before we get into the other stuff, we have to say that today is Chris Reeves' birthday. Because Chris Reeves is a friend of ours, and not only is he a good guy, good friend, but he remembers everybody's birthday.
Yes, he does.
I swear to God, he remembers my birthday. He remembers all of my children's birthdays. He has their times.
Yes.
I don't even know what time. I don't even know if it was like day or night that they were born. He
Yeah.
has their exact times.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he got it.
Yeah. Now the texter's is telling us Chris Reeves is part Croatian, so please remember that. Mm-hmm. But we're remembering your birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday,
Remember-
Reeves.
Happy
your
birthday,
birthday.
Reeves.
segment called.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Before we move on, can we just give a shout out to your dope ass glasses?
Sure.
I love them.
Sure.
They look really cool.
I've had a lot
I
of
can't remember if it
discussions
was
about these.
Maddie or Chris to say they look very Tony Stark-esque.
I've been told they look like the grandpa from 16 Candles.
Which is also true.
Yeah, but it kind of bugs me a little because they really are. There's people like, oh, those are a little more modern frames. I'm like, modern? They're from the 70s.
Yeah.
What gives?
But that's just it.
I
though.
know, but
It's come back around.
recycled.
That's right.
Yeah.
So thank you. I wear these in
Next
the,
week he'll have on his bell-bottom jeans.
but I wear these because they turn into magically turn into
Oh, you got
sunglasses.
the
when I go
transitions?
outside.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
watch out, everybody.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So thank you for saying
What
that.
kind of
Seriously,
black
they're
magic
very
is in
cool.
those
Oh,
glasses?
one other thing is that we did
What'd you call me?
What? No.
we finished up a big thing in the KCTK radio pool area. We put down some turf and got a lot of good compliments. And Chris said something too. And we're having a special episode of the podcast on July 6th, where we're inviting some special people, and then we're going to go swim.
Now, what happened? I thought, is it you, Chris, that couldn't come? Or
I think
the
it's
texter.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to Croatia or something like that.
Yeah.
So we have a really popular program, or popular thing, which I didn't really prepare for, but events happened.
It's time for President Trump's promises made, promises kept.
So this is where we go down and say, he said he'd do it, and he did it. Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed and promised that if he were president, the United States would not get into World War III.
Right.
This has been a common talking point in speeches and interviews. Trump often argues his leadership would bring peace and deter major conflicts, and he contrasted this with the Biden administration. Again, promises kept. He only got us into a war with Iran.
God
It's
dang.
not World War III.
No, not yet.
Right, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, he
But
kept
as
his promise.
of 11:11 a.m. Central Time today, it's not World
Yes.
War III.
So on June 21st, was that yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
President Trump ordered U.S. military strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities, claiming that the sites were completely and fully obliterated and the planes had safely returned from Iranian airspace. The announcement triggered strong reactions from Congress, some praising the actions, others condemning it as a lack of congressional approval. It's weird, Mr. Peace guy, but he wants to do this.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you should know is that Iran was working towards a nuclear weapon after Trump withdrew from the nuclear agreement with Iran. On May 8th, 2018, Trump officially pulled the U.S. out of labeling the deal the horrible and one-sided, accusing Iran of continually maligning activity and missile ballistic advancements. Following the U.S. exit in May of 2018, Iran began systematically breaching the deal's limit, increasing low-enriched uranium caps, ramping up enrichment levels, and resuming activities at the sensitive sites. So once he got rid of Obama's agreement, actually it wasn't really Obama's agreement. That is a misnomer that has been said. It was unilateral. It wasn't a multilateral agreement with many nations. Once the U.S. pulled out of that, Iran's like, I guess we're going to go ahead and do this.
I saw an interesting tweet where a guy said, here's how racism has been the precursor to what will be World War III. Obama, a black man, was part of a coalition that made a deal with Iran to stop them with their enrichment program. Trump, to spite Obama, pulled out of that accord, even though he was told they will begin enrichment programs again.
Yes.
They have. Now Trump's attacked them. That's how racism has led
Yes.
to World War III.
Right. And
racism is a hell of a drug.
It really is.
And what was really happened too is that Benjamin Netanyahu from Israel is a criminal, and he has to stay in power. And over there you can just call for an election.
Yeah.
And they were about to do that, but then this came up. He said, "Oh, they're really close to having nuclear weapons," and the truth of the matter is, maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But you don't rely on this guy, right?
Yeah.
With the way he's done things. Israel had every right to go after Hamas after what they did. They have every right to protect themselves. We don't want Iran to have nuclear weapons. But man, he played Trump like a fiddle.
Yep.
And the only reason the first military strikes that happened was just Israel doing it. Mm-hmm. And then Trump's on social media. Oh, isn't it great? We did this. We control their air. You did nothing. They didn't tell you about it. Just like when Zelensky did the drone things, they didn't tell him anything. They didn't tell him nothing. But they needed our military, because of the bomb we have, to do the ones that they did last night. Mm-hmm. And so that's how they worked him into this.
God.
He is so incompetent. It is mind-boggling.
It's astounding. Yeah.
It's astounding how, and that's, I don't know what's going to happen. You would think we should all be a little more skeptical after the other adventures in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Whether we could beat them or not, right? Mm-hmm. I know people who were there who was like, wow, we shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
And by the way, we lost Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
We lost that war.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're walking in like we're undefeated, and we're not.
No.
In the last 70 years.
Yeah.
We're not doing well. And I don't know where he. This sounds really strange, okay? But do you remember the 9/11 thing, and then they decide to go after Iraq?
Yeah.
George Bush, with the help of Colin Powell and Dick Cheney and all those people, they got international support. Mm-hmm. They had a resolution from Congress saying they can do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put it this rude, but they kissed us before they screwed us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They went to the trouble to make it look like. I mean, they sent Colin Powell up there to lie that there was weapons of mass destruction.
Yes.
So Trump, could you just do that for us, baby? Could you just pretend and give me some? Just give me something.
Yeah.
As opposed to going to a foreign country with no congressional background and doing this, and then it didn't turn out great, and it's the MAGA movement saying we need to not go into these adventures,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's okay. They're the most disingenuous, stupid people I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Wow.
They're just dumb.
Yeah.
And they're incompetent, and they're just bad. They're just really bad. I mean, I'm not saying that this is like a scheme for Trump to make money. I think he wanted to be part of something cool, so he did it. He wants to look like he's the most powerful guy here.
I feel like this,
what
had happened,
got FOMO.
I heard about it. I feel like this was his Osama bin Laden. Mm-hmm. Like this was his. I didn't even watch it last night. Did you guys watch his address last night?
I did.
What did he say? What did he?
It was really awkward. He looked kind of scared, which was odd. Marco Rubio looked like he was ashamed. He looked
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta go find this.
Yeah. Well, he's not a war hawk guy. I mean, he's basically what I would call a traditional Republican who gave in and sold his soul to be part of this movement so he could be Secretary of State. And then I don't remember if it was last night or this morning. I'm looking at all these clips, but somebody said to Pete Hegseth, so China, North Korea, and Russia have all condemned this action. What do you have to say about that? And he goes, well, it's unfortunate that those three were driven together by the actions of the previous administration. Like, come on. When are you going to stop pushing? Well, never is when they're going to stop.
Yeah.
They're never going to stop saying it's all Biden's fault for anything that's happening.
And I heard someone say, well, do you want Iran to have nuclear weapons? No, I don't want North Korea to have them. I don't want China to have them. I don't want Russia to have them.
At this point, I don't want the U.S. to have them.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So why haven't we bombed North Korea? I'm asking that rhetorically.
Because I think if somehow if there was a movement that thought Jesus was coming back, if we got in a war with North Korea, that idiot would be pushed into it.
Yeah.
I think it's way more simple than that.
What's that?
I think it's if he fucks with North Korea or China, or really fucks with Russia. It's like they're not gonna lay down to the bully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Iran is like, tiny compared to us, but like
North Korea has nukes, and
they
they're
have
probably
nukes,
crazy
and
enough.
I was
going
gonna
to
say Kim Jong Un. He's pretty fucking crazy as hell.
Yeah.
So I think it's Trump being classic bully, picking on somebody who's way smaller, and just
well, not only that,
yeah,
I mean,
he wouldn't dare do that to one of the other three.
the criticism of the Ukraine war by the Republicans just irritates me too, because all we did was support them, and we never had one of our military fly a bomb over anything. And so they've gone too far here. That was the way to do it, to get, oh my gosh, we are near here. Let's help Israel. Let's back them up with what they can do. Let's get the European Union and everyone behind us. But he's too incompetent to do it.
Yeah.
He cannot do it.
He can't be part of a team.
Because not only is he bad that way, he's trying to screw everybody with the tariffs on the other side of it. So you can even see when he was at the G7 conference, they're like, he's like, I got to leave. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
We got shit to talk about anyway.
Don't let the door
No
hit
one
you in the
cares.
ass. Yeah.
No one cares. We're no longer the leader of the country, of the world anymore.
No, certainly
That was
not.
President Trump's promises made, promises kept.
So let's see what the texter has about all this before we go to the news quiz. Dear Chris, Blue Star ointment is the very best product.
Oh, I saw the commercial. He's right.
Dear Madeline, what is your favorite burger of all the burger joints out there?
Oh, I just went to for the first time Disco Burger, which is the food truck outside of Varsity Club in the River Market.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that burger was quite delicious.
And your gentleman caller lives in the River Market, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we were able to walk there, get ourselves a little drink.
So he was courting you when you got
Yeah.
this burger.
Yeah, he was courting you.
Yes, we were. It was a courting burger.
Oh, wow.
It worked.
Yeah, but
We can
I
get-
would say current favorite.
We can get Whitney on here. Tell you how burgers. I think that's how Boogie won over her, right? Through burgers.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Burgers.
Okay, Chris Reeves is Park Creation. The glasses look like you live in a van down by Van Brunt Avenue. See? Chris's glasses, on the other hand, made me think about 2 turntables and a microphone, which is kind of bitchin', really, if you think about it.
It's cool. I don't know how they make him think about 2 turntables and a microphone, but
And Boogie Nights, not to be left out, glasses remind the listener of the fabulous products, the Daisy Seal O'Meal and the Rom Papel Pocket Fisherman.
I don't know what any of that
Okay, you guys ready for the news quiz?
yeah, let's get this.
Our monitor.
Our monitor went dead again.
It did?
Yeah.
Wonder why.
I love the songs.
Yeah, isn't it catchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have the news quiz stinger in your ear all ding dong day.
All ding dong day. Whoa. Can't wait.
What's up with that? What's up with that? So while you're looking for that, Paul, just a fun little thing. Molly's been texting me, and they're at Fan Fest today in New York City, and sent me a picture of Kevin Durant sitting behind them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What is FanFest?
They've got all kinds of sports stars and stuff coming to this one event over 4 days in New York, and Molly's covering it.
Nice.
Okay, let's go ahead.
That's cool.
The first question. The latest G7 summit was held in which country this week?
What are our choices?
Iceland, Canada, Germany, France.
I thought it was France,
It was
but I don't
France.
It was Canada.
know. I'm pretty sure it was Canada.
Yeah.
Was Murph there?
Yeah, Murph was in charge of it. I wonder if he protested anybody at the time. Okay, question number 2. Which Republican senator made jokes about the murder of Minnesota Democrat State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark in a disturbing social media post?
Was that the Mike Lee post?
It was Mike Lee, yeah. I mean, we missed that last week too, right?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Some maniac shot a state senator and his wife, and then went and killed a state rep and her husband. And what did these MAGA fools do immediately?
Well, the ones I saw went to, well, he was a Tim Walz appointee. He's a liberal. It's the woke mind disease. Blah blah blah.
Horrible.
Yes.
It's like no, they're never right. MAGA is never right. They're always wrong.
But you know what they are? They're mean, and it's a movement founded on meanness and cruelty, and it plays to the mean and cruel parts of some people's brains.
Okay, I want to bring this up. So the Fed had their meeting on Wednesday, okay? And Chairman Powell decides not to raise the interest rates, okay? I didn't really watch too much of the coverage, but I was talking to a MAGA person. They're a MAGA person. They'll tell you they're not, but they're a MAGA person.
Okay.
On Thursday. Are you upset that the rates didn't go up? They didn't lower the rates? I go, I understand that the rates have a lot to do with inflation, and inflation hasn't gone down at the same level it has in the last year, and they're worried about that. And I do trust Jerome Powell because he got us out of COVID, and even when we didn't like what they're doing, it seems like it's worked. Yeah, but that could have helped you with your business if they would have lowered the rates.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow.
And then his MAGA wife says, yeah, he said he'd been using the facts, but he hasn't been using the facts.
Oh, God.
And he just said that we can't lower the rates because tariffs may affect it. I'm like, interesting. I guess I should know this. So I went and saw the news coverage. Guess what?
What?
Inflation ticked up a little bit in the last month. And the reason was because of tariffs.
Yes.
And the uncertainty of tariffs.
Yeah.
And Jerome Powell said that. There's a lot of uncertainty, and we'll probably drop them next time if we keep going the same direction. But we ticked up this time, and I don't want to mess with it. That's what he said. But also the president, Trump, starts calling him a dumb person.
Yes.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He wants to appoint himself to be Federal Reserve Chair. I mean, all it took was me to listen to a news story for like 5 minutes to know that they're wrong.
Yeah.
And they're dumb. I'll give them that. But they're watching the Fox News and they're lied to constantly. And that whole thing, which really made me think about this a lot, guys, and you can just tell me, but that, I don't know if it'd be good for the economy or not, but that would have helped you.
What?
But Paul,
Oh,
that would
right.
have
Oh, I
helped
see what
you.
you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that their mindset?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would have helped me.
Yeah.
I know it would have screwed up the economy and everything else and caused inflation to go up, but that would have helped me.
I mean, you've seen the crying videos on Facebook of, I thought everything was going to be good for me, and then Trump gets elected, and now my wife's getting deported. Like, what gives? Like, you don't care if it's somebody else that's getting brutalized.
And honestly, I'm not putting the halo on the head like, oh, I only care about other people. I'm not doing that. But it wasn't, the thing was, I thought, I don't know. These guys know what they're doing. Maybe I should trust what they're doing.
Yeah.
Before I decide if it's good or bad for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Good job, guys. We're 2-2. What conspiracy theorist has been found guilty of defaming Eric Coomer, a former employee of a lead maker of voting equipment used in 2020 presidential election?
I have no
The
idea.
answer is Mike Lindell.
Lindell. The My Pillow guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Pillow.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a shit ton of crazy.
Yeah, he's a lion sack of it. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh.
Were his pillows really any good?
I
Did you
never
ever
had
buy
one. Yeah,
I wonder if he actually had good products.
It's not that good. My neighbors bought one because
Not so much.
that's all they advertise on Fox News.
Oh God, have they bought like Patriot meals and stuff?
No,
that put in
no.
their basement for 25 years.
Okay, next question. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
What the deuce? Okay. Which longtime aide to Hillary Clinton married Alex Soros, son of billionaire political activist and philanthropist George Soros? That's Humaine Adibia. That's the right answer. Do you know who that is? She was married to Weiner. Congressman Weiner.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember Wiener.
And so she is like, she was Hillary Clinton's aide, and now she's marrying. Oh, that's, I mean, just put on the fuel for the conspiracy stuff.
Yes.
Whatever. Okay, last question. Which former Illinois House Speaker received a 7.5-year prison sentence and a $2.5 million fine after he was convicted of bribery? Okay.
I have no idea.
Rod Blagojevich, Dick Durbin, Michael Magden, or Tony McComey?
Is this a recent thing?
Yeah. So it's either Michael or Tony.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say Michael. They're both Irish names. Oh, I got it right, Michael. Yeah, that I've never even heard this. But CNN or Slate has to make sure that they're, fair and balanced.
Yes. So we got to
By
talk
doing
about
the George Soros thing in this, like they're really big news compared to everything else that's been going on in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I didn't mention is, last time I had my new computer, but I got new cords so the sound doesn't buzz. Had to get a new monitor for over here. I put a new monitor here. The cord didn't work, so now it's wireless.
Oh.
And I guess everything works good unless you get a puppy that comes in.
It all goes back to Olive.
Yeah.
So,
Olive wanted to be a part of it.
all right, so let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul starring Boogie and introducing the Texter. We'll be back.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality driven radio.
Through thick and thin, Ottawa University is here for you, Kansas City. Ottawa U is here for single moms. We're here for the breadwinners and the families they love. And we're here for all the working professionals, especially those now working from home. Ottawa U is here to give each of you the online education you need for a better future. Kansas City, Ottawa University is here for you, now and always. Currently enrolling for the fall. Text ENROLL to 474747 to get started.
Does this ever happen to you? Looks like the countersink flange went out on the CD7 unit multiplier, knocking out hydraulic torque to the electric heat riser. Again? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Most countersink flanges will experience hydraulic torque leak through after less than 7,000 RQMs, especially when coupled with a double flux lumen switcher. But with Wilson countersink flanges and Dory flanges, hydraulic torque is allowed to bypass the settling clutch, providing steady wall pressure to the lug manifold and all the seismic rotors. And that goes for 7,000 RQMs, 8,000 RQMs, even up to 10,000 RQMs. That's right, 10,000. There, that does it. With that new Wilson countersink flange, this CD7 should be able to handle vacuum kickback on all 22 Blossom valves.
Now if I could just get my kid to mow the lawn.
Wilson countersink flanges and Dory flanges. Because when you've got hydraulic torque leak through, every second can mean lost Prankin.
Hi guys, it's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio.
reminding you again to download the KCTK radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. Bronco Blue is a small batch artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing and tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Past Week Next Week with the Chris and Paul starring Boogie introducing the texter. Now look at this, guys.
What?
Oh, no.
Did we lose Maddie?
Well, Paul's dead.
Oh, we lost Paul. You're a vampire.
Huh.
Well,
We're just going to be like this the whole time. She's not over there. Okay, so that's good. So let's do some pop culture news. And the pop culture we're talking about is FanFest USA.
Oh, okay.
And Chris, this is where you get to report about going to New York. And
okay, yeah. So one of the weekends we missed was largely my fault because I was moving Molly to New York. Yeah. Molly got a great opportunity from one of the big 4 ad agencies to do a 10-week internship in New York City.
York City?
Get a rope.
Yes. It all happened very quickly. Like, within a week, Molly found out, I got this internship. I have to move to New York. So they quickly got on Facebook and found roommates that had a bedroom that Molly could sublease for 10 weeks, which worked out perfect. That's the length of the internship. But they had to move out there.
Uh-huh.
And they had to bring their 2 cats. So,
oh, boy.
And didn't the roommate have cats also or something like that?
No, none of the roommates did not have cats, and that was one of the sticking points. Like, are they going to be open to the cats coming in?
Okay.
Turns out they were. So we had to move Molly to New York City, like, quickly. And we had to drive out because of the cats and all of Molly's equipment and stuff. It was just too much to take on a plane. So rented a van. Didn't actually get the van. Got an SUV instead. It all ended up all working out.
But you went to go get the van, and they're like, yeah, this van's broken.
I went to Enterprise, and I will go ahead and besmirch their name.
Yes.
I show up to Enterprise. Hey, I got a van. We're leaving Thursday morning. I need the van Wednesday. I go to pick it up. They're like, yeah, when they brought the van in that you were going to get, it's got hit on the back quarter panel, so we got to take it to the shop, so you can't have that. I'm like, okay, well, what van can I have? Oh, we don't have any vans in Kansas City. Sorry. and like zero empathy, or it was truly just a, yeah, it sucks to be you. Yeah.
Did they at least offer you like one of the huge SUVs?
No, they said we can maybe get you a Toyota Highlander, which is a mid-sized SUV, but we'll have to see if that comes in. And I'm like, okay, no, I'll do something else. So try to go online, get a van. It's impossible. So then I just drive up to Nolan Road where there are some rental car places. Budget was like, we don't have any vans. Looking at me like I'm all stupid, asking.
Our name is Budget, for God's sakes. Why would you think we'd have a van?
We can get you a smart car or a Yugo, your choice. So then I drive down to Avis, and Avis has saved my bacon once before, and the guy was like, I don't have any vans. He goes, but I do have a Grand Highlander, which is bigger than the regular Highlander. It's got a little more room. Let's go take a look at it. And I'm like, yeah, we'll take this. So we fit everything in. On a Thursday, we drove about 17 hours total on Thursday with 2 cats in a Toyota Highlander.
Wow.
Then we stop in Akron, Ohio, and we get a hotel for the night. And I'm telling Jane, like, find a cheap one. We need one with doors to the outside so they don't see us carrying cats into the hotel lobby, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we get this room, sit down, or get ready to go to sleep. Well, the cats have been in the car all day, so they are full of piss and vinegar at that point. They're also, Jane and I are new to the cats, so they are going nuts, and they just want to jump up and sleep on us, and it was brutal.
So at least it was benevolent. They weren't like...
Yeah, they weren't mean or
scratching
anything.
at you.
No, but just jumping, walking on our heads and stuff. According to my Aura ring, I got like 3 hours and 12 minutes of sleep that night. And then we had to get up and drive another 9 hours to get into New York City.
New York City?
It's my first time driving into New York. We're going across the George Washington Bridge, and it's just, car to car to car. And then I've got to drive through Manhattan to get to Molly's apartment, which is in East Harlem. And thankfully, there was a space right in front of the door we could pull into to unload the van.
Nice.
It was in front of a fire hydrant, but one of the roommates was like, just turn your blinkers on and they won't mess with you. You'll be fine. They'll see you're moving in. So got Molly moved in, had a quick weekend in New York. We did go to see Anne Juliet on Broadway. Oh my gosh, so awesome. Would highly recommend it. Didn't realize Joey Fatone was in that, who you guys might remember from NSYNC.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hilarious because they had him singing a Backstreet Boys song. But yeah, it was great.
Nice.
So anyway, Molly's been there a little over a week now, but they got a chance to cover this thing called Fan Fest with I don't know how many big name sports stars and then some entertainment people. And Molly's like got press credentials and is right up front. So they sent me this video where John Cena runs in and jumps over a table and almost kills this guy, and Molly is right there. Sent me a picture this morning with Kevin Durant behind them. I was telling Paul on the break, they were right underneath Tom Brady when he came out and ripped an Eli Manning jersey in half. And then Eli comes out and they get into a big fight. And then
Nice.
Molly texts me a picture holding half the jersey and is like, do you think I should keep this, Dad? Like, yes, you should keep that
my
jersey.
God.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
So Molly's got half of an Eli Manning jersey that was ripped in
by
half
Tom
by
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh, you gotta hold on to that.
Yeah.
Put that in a frame.
Yes, absolutely.
So is this event going to be televised?
I don't know. It's been going on, like, started Thursday, and I think today's the last day of it. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else Molly saw. Well, Molly was texting me and Abby, and a lot of the people, I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Abby's losing her shit over Drewski. Do you guys know who Drewski is?
I know who the Droosh is.
Okay, Boogie knows Drewski.
He's one of those dudes. It's like, why are you famous?
Okay. That's what I thought when I saw the videos.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know why.
I don't get it. This is definitely a generational thing.
Yeah. So, but Molly's apartment's really cool. They're 2 blocks from Central Park, so Molly can just walk right over there and hang out in Central Park. And
is Molly's, first off, it's been a little time now, is Molly's roommate still pretty cool? And also, were they also the roommate also kind of like into the arts?
So, well, now this setup here, it was 3 people Molly had never met before.
Yeah, but I thought at one time you said one of the people that they were going to room with in New York was also like...
Yeah, so, and I cannot remember the name, but she's got a shaved head, not unlike me, and her shtick is she holds a mirror up with her back to a mirror and draws portraits of people on the back.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, she's very talented. But if this thing works out, if Molly gets hired full time and decides to stay in New York, they think they want to move to Brooklyn because they've got friends that live out there. So
very nice.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
That's cool.
But,
that is super cool.
There you go.
Really excited.
So there's the entertainment news breakdown there.
All right, that was entertainment news, guys. It was a lot of fun.
And entertaining.
Yes.
Somehow all the cameras have gone awry.
Uh-oh.
So it's kind of weird.
Chris
Just
is
one.
still the only one that's...
Well, that's your
And
camera.
that's the only one you need. Uh-oh.
And now we're doing our...
Oh, yeah. Amy commented on my shirt. She loves it.
Oh, cool. What shirt do you have there, Chris? You want to tell everyone?
It's the old school KY102
Okay.
logo with the hippo.
Okay, but we have Madeline here. We're going to talk movies. What movies... So, I guess I'll take a step back. I had this plan to talk about summertime movies for a while. But we haven't been here.
Right.
So, Maddie.
Yes.
I don't know if these guys want to ask you questions about yourself. I had a lot of fun doing that with Abby, but you're here for us. Or you can just tell us, what big movies have you seen so far for the summertime?
For the summertime. Okay. Well, I can start there.
Yeah.
The last movie that I saw was the new live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is right in your generational thing, right? The cartoon came out when you were a regular dumb kid.
I was a regular dumb kid, but I was kind of like a middle school regular dumb kid where I was maybe like in the mindset of I'm too old and cool. So like I actually never saw the cartoon until like a couple months ago.
Okay.
I saw it for the first time. And I really enjoyed it. It's a good story, and I think that it did the live action like really well, like that translated really well as opposed to like some of the other like Disney stuff, since it's not very like it's not like a musical. It's kind of like has a nice message when it comes to like differences in people, and the dragons were very dog-like, so that's kind of cute. But the thing that bugged me about it, and I think that the cartoon bugs me in this same way, is that this main guy, which his name's Hiccup, which is a name, I guess. He has this like, everyone's like a Viking in this, but then he has this like Justin Bieber haircut. It looks like he's wearing his like Viking outfit looks like it's like a hoodie. Like he just looks like a regular dumb kid, and everyone else is like a Viking. Like even like the other dumb kids around him.
Does he have horns on the side of the hood?
No, it's
so
like
when
a
he pulls
hood.
it up?
No, it's like a hood. Like he looks like he's wearing like a Nike hoodie or something.
Wow.
But it's hard.
And is it the same story as the cartoon?
Yes.
So it's not a new chapter.
Yeah, it's just the exact same thing, but just live action. And which good cartoon, good live action.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
So you would recommend it?
I would recommend it.
Okay.
For the live actions, I think that they can be very hit or miss, but this one was very good. Oh.
I guess they're playing you off, Madeline.
Oh,
no,
thank
we're
you
just
so much.
playing this song. So
yeah, so I'm gonna give it. I'm
Oh.
gonna give it 8 dragon fangs out of 10.
Wow.
8 out of
dragon
10
fangs.
dragon things?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dragon fangs is what I said.
Oh, fangs.
Things is better though.
I thought you said things.
I'm trying to make a cool rating.
8 dragon fangs. I like that.
Now, the movie I saw
Yeah.
was this one, guys.
Okay.
Oh yes.
This can't all be true.
Oh boy.
I gotta tell you that this trailer constantly played in every single movie that I have seen before, and I was getting really sick of it. And
Well, you're an A-lister, so you saw a lot.
and it's like this mission. Clearly, the missions are possible at this point.
He's done so many, and they were all possible.
They all are possible.
Yeah.
So I saw Mission Impossible.
And did you love
I
it?
think
And was it?
36. I don't. I'm imagining. I don't remember.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
Yeah, we'll just go on. So it is weird.
Oh.
Because it is a big action movie. He's fighting some AI devices taking over the world that's going to do all the nuclear bombs.
Oh, man, stakes are high.
Yeah, and it is. He has to go to the bottom of the ocean into a sunken Russian submarine to get something. And he does, but then he loses his, his breathing apparatus in his suit.
Uh-huh.
It's in near Alaska, and he has to float all the way to the top.
Did you find that realistic?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
He has to jump from biplane to biplane.
Well, you see a lot of biplanes these days.
Yeah. And in the moment, it's like, wow, this is pretty exciting. This is really awesome stuff. Wow, this is a lot of fun. And then the more I'm away from it, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's working out. Okay. He has to rendezvous with an American submarine, and so he just jumps in the ocean where he thinks they are, and then luckily they catch him.
Oh, that works out good.
So before his dive out of that one to a lower submarine, he's working out in the submarine, like the gym inside the submarine, and some guy starts knifing him, fighting him.
Oh.
That was a long segment.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I get it. You're 70 years old. You're a physical phenomena. You look great, but put your shirt on and let's move on with the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It is a movie you want to see in the theater. And it is a big time movie. And I don't think we're ever going to see movies like this. We're not seeing movies like this anymore. I don't know. Maybe superhero movies are the same type thing, but
yeah.
I'm excited about Jaws 50th.
Are they re-releasing, or is it a new?
So nope. So Peacock is running 1 through 3, I think. And I decided I'm going to hold off because they are re-releasing in the theaters.
Oh.
I think mid-July.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to wait and go see that there.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and I hope they didn't like what do you call it? Like when they clean it up and like re-digitize it.
Yeah.
And all that. Just show me the true original.
Yeah.
Like I want it the way it came out.
now they did that a few years ago with Godfather, and I went to a theater to see it. I've seen The Godfather a million times. I loved it on the big screen.
Oh, really?
It was just
it's just different.
beautiful and different and more details, and maybe Jaws would be the same.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and being on the playground, and some kids like, yeah, I went and saw Jaws. I'm like, you got to see Jaws? My parents won't let me see Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw Jaws. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I want to swim at night. You know.
Guess I won't swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, has anyone either seen or talked to anyone that's seen The Life of Chuck?
No, I would like to see that though.
I want to see it too. I still am not clear on what it's about, which is good.
Yeah.
But I just keep hearing rave reviews about it.
You know, what about this one I wanted to bring up that I think Chris is probably excited for?
Oh, I am excited for this one as well.
I have not seen the trailer, so I do want to see
We
that.
all know the story. 4 brave astronauts.
It's called The Fantastic Four.
Pedro.
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Forever changed.
You say it like that.
He is beloved, isn't he?
I just saw another movie that he was just in that I can talk about after this, too.
While we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's some little Juneteenth girls.
Fantastic Four.
That's going to become a slur now or something. Like, man.
What do you think about Herbie the robot, Chris?
Hey, I think that's cool. That's quite a nod.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Okay, so the Fantastic Four's coming. They're kind of rebooting the Marvel universe, I guess. You're a Marvel person.
Sure.
What do you think?
I hope they get it right this time. They've tried this a couple of times before, and they've really missed the mark on it. So, Fantastic Four was one of my favorite comics as a kid, so I would love to see them do it correctly. Doing it and doing it.
So you're going to see
and
it.
doing it well. I will probably just see it when it streams.
Oh, you're not even go to the theater? You love going to the theater.
I know. I don't know what my deal is.
That's when you got to see in the Dolby or something.
I know you're right.
Yeah.
I know you're right.
That's weird. You're not going to go see that. You go see all kinds of stuff at the theater.
I don't anymore.
If they still exist, I don't know.
I don't think they're around anymore. The last movie I saw in the theater was Sinners, which I loved.
I saw that one twice.
I don't.
You never told me you saw it, Chris. I raved about Sinners. You never told me you
We
saw
were
it.
texting back and forth about it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Paul. It was Paul. I must have been trying to forget.
Yeah. That is.
Did you like it, Maddie?
I loved it. And I went and saw it again in IMAX because it was filmed for IMAX, and that was even better.
See.
Oh, that was good thinking.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Are you a little fatigued with Marvel? Is that the deal?
That's the deal. I'm a little fatigued with superheroes.
The last Captain America was.
I didn't even see it.
I saw it, and it was
It was meh.
It was.
I did really like. Not Expendables. What were they called?
Expendables.
No.
Expandables. That's
the Marvel guys that just came out after Captain America.
Refundables?
Depensables?
They're called the Thunderbolts.
The Forgettables.
Oh, the Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
That was good. Did
Yeah,
you see
the
that
new.
one?
I actually have not seen that one, which
That
I
one-
need to. I want to because I really liked the Black Widow movie as opposed to the other reviews. So I really liked the whole Yelena and
I think
Red Guardian characters.
You'll really like this then.
Yeah.
It was way better than Captain America.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Then.
Okay, so what do you guys think of this one, guys? Let's watch this preview.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Oh, but he is just a cutie.
Ready?
Right,
Oh,
guys?
that's Rachel Brosnaut Cressida.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Okay, let's just stop right here. If Rachel Ms. Maisel's in it, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in. I don't even know what show it is. I wouldn't care. And she's Lois Lane?
Yeah.
That screws with my mind. Lois Lane's the dream girl as a Superman fan.
And she's your dream girl?
Yes, I love her.
Dude.
I love her.
Everything's coming up Lavoda.
And then I want you to check out the Superman that they finally got right. I know that Boogie is a
Cavill.
lover of Henry Cavill.
That's true.
Madeline, you'll notice something about this guy and why he's a good Superman. Look at him.
Superman.
His face.
Miss Lane.
Is it his dimples?
2 dimples.
Oh boy.
Superman has 2 dimples. Ask Whitney. The dimps will always win. There'll always be.
Yeah, Team Dimps.
Team dimps. Okay, back to.
Recently,
Superman
you've come
known
under
for
a lot of fire
dimples?
for what some might.
Yes.
It's a lot.
So they've changed his S a little bit here. What do you think about
That's
that?
the only thing I don't like about it.
Okay.
He's gonna look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me
problems around the world.
and doing good.
imagine myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Okay, so it's directed by James Gunn. He's taken over all the DC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he got his job because he did the Guardians of the Galaxy and was acclaimed for that. I don't like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you did?
I thought it was too goofy.
It was high on the goof meter. Yeah.
And so I do worry a little bit about the DC universe being too goofy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, wow.
And Crypto's in here. Crypto the Superdog, which I love so very much.
Your choices.
Is Lex Luthor the president?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's what makes you.
Was he really elected, or did Elon help him?
Brainiac helped him.
Superman.
They have a whole bunch of, in this preview, they have a bunch of, I would call them B-list DC heroes.
Mm-hmm.
A secondary Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific. It's kind of weird.
He's not a man. He's a
Metamorpho.
He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not.
Huh. An egotistical, xenophobic, insecure president. That is weird.
How are we going to be able to relate to
that? Is really weird.
God.
So, you know, I'm a big Superman fan.
Yeah.
I'm excited by it because it looks like he's a positive person. It's not too dark like the other ones that I had problems with. But also, it's not just like, I mean, he's going through some things like, why did you do that, Superman? You know?
Yeah.
They're pushing some conflict for him. I'm looking over my friend Boogie Night, and he's very skeptical.
I'll be there just for my love of DC. I'll be there. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not. But I used to not consider myself a Snyderverse fanboy until this. And I'm like, oh, I am a Snyderverse fanboy. So, and kind of like what you said.
Why is that?
I think
the theme of it, the tone of it, what is it?
I think James Gunn's arrogance really bothers me. I think he's very, very good at what he does. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, the campy, like, you know what I mean, goofy stuff that has a lot of, you know, wink and nod to it and stuff like that. He's very good at that. I'm really nervous about him expanding and taking on a whole universe. Some of these properties, Superman, I'm really nervous about him fucking up Batman. I think it's just going to be too campy.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited by it, but I'll go in with an open mind. I'll watch it and I'll, you know. And just, I'm about to destroy a 4-year friendship. Chris, you don't like Ms. Maisel?
Oh, I love Miss Maisel. Yeah.
Because we were going to have a big problem. Big problem.
Wait a minute.
You know what's more important than movies?
What's that?
It's friendship. And there's a movie called Friendship that is out.
Oh, I want to see
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but it looks really good.
Hey, I got some breaking. Oh, no, we'll do it later.
You've never seen this preview?
Oh, I've seen this preview. I'm dying
Is
to
that
see
Adrian Brody? Oh, no. I really thought it was. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Howdy. Howdy.
So it's Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd.
I said you'd go.
Oh, there's what's her name?
You don't know
Mara.
my schedule. You
Is that
sit
Rooney?
there every
That's
night.
not Rooney.
Might be nice to have a pal, you know, a bud.
Hey guys, this is my neighbor Craig. He's the best.
He's the best.
I'm just spiraling. I mean, I see the way the guys look at her. I'm scared.
Sheila's lucky to have a dad like you.
Boy, you should know that I've got you on my.
I love this song.
Is this what
by
you
the
guys
way.
do?
That's how
I was
guys,
You just hang
that's
out
how
and
guys
sing?
are.
We're just going to throw out there that, this is what we do, man. This is what
Yeah.
guys do for new friendship, and we sit around in a bowl circle
And sing
And sing
and
to each other.
talk
And
about
sing.
their parenting problems.
How many times have we said, Paul, Maddie's lucky to have a dad?
Look at around.
He's like, what is happening?
And they're all singing it. Look at him.
When your name is on, give me a call, boo. Your love is strong.
I can see the future. It's full of pals. I'm on the edge of life, and the view is gorgeous.
You're in a band too?
Look, we had a couple of really nice hangs, but I think it best that we go our separate ways. I don't wish to continue this friendship.
You all accepted me way too fast. You can't do that. You made me feel too free. People need rules.
You should be dead, you psycho! Who are you?
Give me a second chance. Get to know me.
It's called Friendship, and it goes awry. It's Tim. It's Tim from the Detroiters. And it is Paul, Kansas City's own Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs super fan, Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't show it on there. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, you got to watch Madeline.
Got to watch Madeline watch it.
Why don't we ever go see that, guys? We love Tim Robinson. We're all friends.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll break
so
up our
it's
friendship?
very, very, very dark, and there's no like.
That's what I've heard.
It looks like they're really hard trying not to step into full-on comedy.
Yeah,
like
that's what I've heard.
The funny part is that they're playing it straight the whole time.
Yes.
But it's just ridiculous at the same time.
And I'm sure super cringy.
Yeah,
God,
I guess he's really weird in it, Tim Robinson.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because he's so normal in everything else I've seen. Yeah, I'm excited for that. In fact, I debated last night. You can rent it to stream right now.
Oh.
But it's $20 to rent. I'm like,
You know, I may
just
do that
can't.
because I don't go to the theater.
Is it still
Yeah.
in theaters? feel like
I don't know
it's
if
been
it's
out
still
for a while.
out. Yeah.
Let me check my AMC.
We watched the
tab.
Please
Well,
Do-
yeah, you're an
Please Do Not Destroy
A-lister.
movie.
So what other any other movies just to?
I also just saw the new. It's a rom-com called Materialist
Oh,
with
yes.
Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal,
Oh.
and Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And they're in New York. Dakota Johnson is working at this matchmaking agency, and she's in like a love triangle where she's between poor, no job, out of work actor, scruffy Chris Evans,
Those guys seem cool.
or put together millionaire Pedro Pascal, who both want her. So it's like, who does she choose?
Oh, man.
She chooses the poor one.
Oh.
Spoiler.
Idiot.
I know, right?
Love always wins.
I know. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
That's what I learned from that one.
I
Maddie,
know. Even though
thank
Pedro
you.
was great.
Thank you for your Hollywood minute and your Hollywood half hour. I don't know how long it is.
Yeah, it was good.
Do you guys have any questions for Maddie? I mean, she's here.
So, Maddie, you've moved back in with the parents now.
I did.
Are you still working, or did you immediately quit your job since they're going to be taking care of you?
I am still working.
Oh, you are?
I am. And I go into the office like 3 to 4 times a week.
Oh.
And I'll work from home like 1 or 2 days, depending on
That's a nice setup.
the really depending on just what work I have to do and what meetings I have.
And why don't you tell the nice people how you contribute to the world through your work? What is it you do?
I contribute to the world by working for a company called NetSmart, which is a healthcare solutions company, and I am on their client experience team, which is just a fancy way of saying a HR for our business, meaning that we help with surveys with our client community, client events, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are you guys hiring right now?
You know, I've been looking. If we have openings in learning and development, I'm not seeing any.
Dang it! Thank you for looking.
I have
that.
looked because I'm like because some of our biggest clients are senior living, hospice, which I know that's where you were before.
That's my wheelhouse.
That's your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
so,
that's my jam.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you enjoy what you do?
I do enjoy what I do. I really have a great team, and I think and a great manager, and I think that.
Well, that
can
makes
make
all the difference.
I know that can be a really big make or break, and a lot of room for opportunity and growth, I feel, and a lot of just variety for what it is I can be doing, depending on like what I am interested in a way. Because I come from like my background being like hotels and hospitality. Like now I'm in healthcare, which didn't make sense, but it's just taking those skills and putting it into something that actually makes money
Hey, good for
and
you.
hires and keeps me hired.
So we know what you do during the day, but there's a Madeline that exists after hours. What does that Madeline like to do other than see movies?
Oh, well, she's cool, let me tell you. She's
That's what I
cool,
hear.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet her sometime.
Yeah. I like to go to my cycling classes.
Oh, you're a spinner.
I am a spinner. Mhm.
Nice.
I'm a spinner, all right. That is fun to do. I like to, we said the see movie since I like to drink.
No.
Hey, you come by that naturally.
That's not in your DNA.
It is. It is in my DNA. It's there. It's true. Love to like hang out with my friends. I have a great group of friends in the city, and we do a lot of things on the weekend. Go see
fun.
Live music.
Mhm.
That's where I was, not participating in a protest that day. I was at Boulevardia.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that was a good time.
I bet it was.
Yeah. Love seeing any live music around,
Mhm.
playing games with the buds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is your friend group, are they accepting of your gentleman caller?
They are.
Oh, nice.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
He's in the group chat now.
Oh,
they're
this
all
is
buddies.
serious.
I know, right?
wow.
It's really serious.
That's exciting.
Like to travel. We're going to be going to the Lake of the Ozarks for 4th of July, a big group
that's
of us.
fun.
And this will be his first big travel with everyone.
Oh,
So, speaking of acceptance of the gentleman caller, how do your parents feel about it?
That's a great question.
I think, and I suppose I won't speak for them or him if he wants to have a...
There's no camera on me.
Oh, no camera on him. I think they really like him and and accept him, and I think that he is very easy to bring into situations and is able to talk to any kind of person and kind of hold his own.
Wow,
and
good.
which is great. I mean, I brought him to early in our relationship Christmas Eve at Lavoda's, which is like scary to do.
That's
he
throwing him
survived.
right in the boiler. Yeah,
and he survived, and he's still around.
Still here.
Is he in a group chat with the parents?
Not yet. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. Yet.
But maybe it'll happen, Paul.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Who knows?
Mhm.
This is you guys' interview. I hate to do this, but she hasn't talked about the love of her life, Olive.
Oh, yes. I haven't talked about Olive yet.
The love of her life, Olive, a.k.a. Studio Destroyer.
Yes, and probably the reason our cameras...
Destroyer of studios.
Probably the reason our cameras aren't working and everything either.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
sure. But who is this Olive?
Oh, Olive
sorry,
is...
I keep hitting your knee.
Oh, it's okay. My knee's all good. Olive is my puppy. She is an 8-month-old golden retriever.
She's beautiful.
She's so beautiful and so sweet, and I love her so much.
She's a little low on energy.
Yeah, she's not very energized at all. No, but I, before moving in here, for the past 4 years, I lived with my good friend and also my cousin Audrey, and they both had golden retrievers that I just loved so much. Loved living with them. It was fun living with them and not being responsible for them. That was super fun. Just
So
having
you
them
could just pet and
just
play
like
with
pet, and I'm like, pooped over there or
Yeah.
something, and
Yes.
not my job. No, but it made me want to get my own golden retriever puppy once I was in a better
Gotcha.
place to get one or had more space. So I did that before I moved in here. I got her at the end of 2024 at 8 weeks old.
She's adorable, I will say that.
Thank you.
But to Boogie's point, she can beat the shit out of a podcast studio.
She can, and she's in her terrible twos, I
Yeah.
guess, where she's just a little like gremlin monster.
Yeah, she's in her destruction era.
Yes, she is, and she's just like long and awkward and not fully grown into herself, but she'll get there someday.
She will.
Yeah.
And you can't even be mad at her because she's so dang cute and sweet.
She is, and she's also really good. Like, she is a good listener. Like, she's learned, she's sitting, she's laying down, she's staying.
Well, that's good.
That's like pretty good. Like, when I walk her, she's not really pulling on the leash at all. I know that there's still much for her to learn, but like when it comes to puppy behavior.
Maybe if you could get her to quit doing nut punches, that would be one thing.
She loves a good nut punch.
Or
doesn't she?
I should teach her to nut punch when I say nut punch.
Yeah,
maybe.
selectively
nice.
nut
Yeah,
punch at the
selectively.
appropriate times.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be
Even
cool.
better.
That would actually be cool to see.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, Olive, nut punch.
Madeline did something that really made me proud. A couple weeks ago, my former neighbor had a big party for 80th birthday party for his mother-in-law, and there was, maybe like 75 people over 80 at a thing.
Oh, wow.
And myself and Maddie was there and brought Matt, and so I went up to the law offices of Phil Lavoda, who was the host, and said, hey, you had to make Maddie do the prayer for everybody. So he stands up and says, my goddaughter will be leading us in prayer. And she just like looks shocked and walks up there. Bow your heads, please. In Jesus' name, let's thank us for this food and this beautiful birthday for Marina and Gilda, Linda. And she just did it without.
Nice.
And you know what? I didn't want to at all.
Yes.
But you did it.
I
Yes.
did, and I was the most disingenuous prayer probably I've ever done, because I don't pray like that. So, but I did do it. It was performative, but that's what needed to be done.
Yes. And the problem
That's what needed to be done.
is I know she can do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
she'll be
now,
doing-
and I
she'll be doing
should
that quite a
should
bit.
mention one of our listeners, looks like her name is Amy,
Mm-hmm.
says Maddie is so pretty.
Aw.
And I'm sorry if I spelled it wrong. But
Amy, thank you.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
How about that?
Goodness, stop it.
Well, that's the latest from Hollywood, from Madeline.
Good update, Maddie.
Thank you so much.
I feel
So
I feel
happy
like
to
a
be
real
here.
asshole because with the monitor dead and trying to juggle everything, I haven't gone to the texter. He's got some stuff to say.
Oh boy.
First, he says, I'm rooting for you. That goes all the way back to the news quiz. Thank you for
Okay.
that. Kevin is tall, which is...
Kevin Durant.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He said, don't forget that one news story that Fox had before anyone else that ended up being true 3 years ago. Yeah.
Good point. I don't know
Yeah.
how you argue against that.
I know someone who bought a Trump coin. Is my Trump coin somewhere? I had it over there.
Yeah, you had it.
My
Oh,
niece,
it's right there.
Yeah, my niece got it for me because she thought I would love it. Thank you very much, Lindsay. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Huma, Arizona is the sunniest place on earth. 91% of the daylight hours are sunny. That's
Oh,
nice.
that's nice.
Who likes freedom? This guy. That's who.
Okay.
Chai day?
Cheat day?
Cheat day? It's always a cheat day for me. From what I know about Enterprise, picks you up. Hey, Enterprise sucks. I just want to mention that when I had a recall in my car one time, you take it over to the Ford dealership and they're like, don't worry, we'll just get your car through Enterprise. And so you set it up in advance.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll take a similar type of car I have. They had no car at all.
Yeah.
Trying to reserve it all. And it sounds like they're trained this way. Couldn't give a shit less that you requested this, and too bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
sucks to be you.
The texter says that he went to middle school, which is good. Jaws in 3D was the best. I saw The Godfather. I wonder if he's talking about the movie or just his Godfather.
Oh,
Just saw him, yeah.
Oh.
I saw The Life of Pi.
That's great.
And I don't know if he's talking about the movie, the symbol, or the dessert.
Yeah. There's no way to know.
And The Life of Brian.
Oh.
Didn't know if he lives it.
Yes.
I don't know. I would also recommend The Lives of Others. It's about the East German Stasi.
Yeah.
I think he told me about that one time, and it sounds really, really sad. If Rachel McAdams is in it, then I'm in.
I agree.
That's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
You understand why he said that, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Rachel McAdams is...
She was Lois Lane in the last
Yeah.
Superman.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
The one with what's his hair.
He likes to talk about how he hates superhero movies, but he knows quite a
all
bit about them. Yeah.
James Gunn is related to Annie Get Your Gun.
Okay.
No, James Gunn actually was married to Pam from The Office.
Oh, really?
But one of them dumped the other one. Superman is from Kansas.
Okay.
That's true. Tonight, the association will decide who is champion.
Maybe champion.
Oh, champion. Okay. Oh, must be talking about the National Basketball Association.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Does NetSmart
They will decide, by the way, not who wins the game.
No.
Do you guys have a pick? Either of you have a pick?
I haven't been following.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does NetSmart do anything with fishing nets?
That's not currently in the scope of the behavioral health market.
You never know when that could change, though.
Yeah, someday maybe.
Okay. Well, let's get you ready for the next week with headlines and prediction. We're going to keep the camera on Madeline so we catch all of her laughter. And we don't want to miss a bit of it.
Oh, this is new.
Here's headlines and predictions. Tell them what this is all about, Chris.
Yeah, so this is a segment of the show where we take actual news stories ripped straight from the headlines and we write our own funny punchlines to them. Now, I should mention this week you had to send out the stories early, like on Wednesday. So some things have changed since the news stories we're about to report on.
That's okay. And I love the way that I don't have the same sound as I did in the past. And you guys are looking around like, are we allowed to use a new sound? Like,
Yes.
It's all made up.
You know what it reminded me of?
It's all made up, okay?
Oh, okay.
You guys remember the
You
movie
say so.
Airplane?
Yeah.
When they had breaking news, they went to all these different cultures breaking news, and that reminded me of the guy that was beating the wood like tree trunk or something. Anyway, here we go. In response to rising tensions in the Israel-Iran conflict, the U.S. has bolstered its military presence in the Middle East. Approximately 40,000 U.S. troops are now deployed, backed by fighter jets, refueling aircraft, regular naval vessels such as the USS Carl Vinson, and undetectable naval vessels such as the USS Carlton the Doorman. Paul?
Now, that's an older story, but that's a great punchline. Come on.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. But yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Social Security will be unable to fully pay monthly benefits to tens of millions of retirees and disabled people starting in 2034 unless Congress acts, according to trustees' report. The combined trust funds which support payments are projected to run out in 2034, 1 year earlier than expected. After that, payroll taxes and other income will cover only 81% of the benefits owed. Luckily, the GOP has invited elderly people who need the funds to become crop farm workers at $1 an hour to get money. Chris?
Thanks, Paul, to get money. That helped. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem was rushed to a Washington hospital following an allergic reaction. Transferred by ambulance out of an abundance of caution, she is reportedly alert and recovering, according to a DHS spokesperson. Noem, a former South Dakota governor and a key architect of the Trump-era immigration crackdown, is expected to resume duty shortly. No confirmed details on the allergen or precipitating event have been released at this time, but insiders suggest it may have been an adverse reaction to kindness. Paul?
Thanks, Chris. The Supreme Court unanimously backed victims of the FBI SWAT team mistakenly raiding the wrong house in Georgia. The ruling allows victims to sue under the Federal Tort Claims Act, reversing earlier circuit court decisions. It stresses accountability and Fourth Amendment protection, reinforcing that citizens wronged by the government action. The ruling stated that the FBI has no business taking away people's civil rights. That's the job of ICE. Chris?
I love the emphasis on the delivery there. Tinder is testing a new height filter for platinum subscribers, letting users set minimum and maximum height preferences for matches. The feature, spotted on Reddit in the app's discovery section, adds to existing filters like age and distance. Platinum costs $39.99 a month and includes perks such as priority likes and messaging before matching. Tinder says the test aims to help users connect more intentionally, but it has sparked debate about superficiality. Settings are said to range all the way from Paul Williams to Paul Lavoda. Paul? For the height.
I didn't know if it was a weight thing.
No, it was a height thing. Yes.
Thanks. And finally, thanks, Chris. And finally, in Japan, unique children's names like Nike, Pikachu, and Pudding have become trendy. However, new government rules now limit how creatively names can be pronounced to reduce confusion in schools, hospitals, and public services. The move has sparked debate online, with some calling it government overreach and others arguing against it prevents bullying and administrative problems like banking and ID registration complications. However, people can use defunct obsolete names like Blockbuster, Circuit City, or Democracy.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
I would hate to be that punchline. I don't know. Thanks.
Okay, so what do you guys got going on for the next week? We're all wondering.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to be looking for a job. I do have an interview this week with some company whose name escapes me right now.
But they do great work.
They do. I'm really.
Hope it goes well.
I bet you really align with the company's values.
I do. Yeah. I really. Their mission really speaks to me, and I think that's about all I got. I got nothing. Boogaloo.
Boogie, you got something for us. Why don't you tell us what it is?
I don't. I got nothing. I really don't.
We're so boring.
I know.
HUD.
Wow.
Paul?
Maddie, what do you got going on for the next week?
Just gonna be living in Independence still.
Bragger.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Now, Madeline has come back to Independence in a. I mean, she's hanging out at Big John's Corner
Bar.
Mm-hmm. She's going to Aaron's Pub for the steak night.
Oh, nice.
Friday night is steak night.
Is it good?
Yes, and it's like $18. I sound like a sellout on this show when it comes to the pricing of things.
No,
but,
you sound like you know what you're doing. I want to go to Aaron's and get a steak.
You should.
Okay.
And at least the night that I went with the steak, they were having karaoke. So if you're really feeling crazy after your steak and need to sing a song about it.
I can eat a steak and then sing about it to everyone.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Where is this Aaron's?
On
I like steak.
291.
Oh, you went there for lunch with us one time.
Oh, that place.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, that was a hump for me.
What'd you call him?
To get there.
It's a drive.
It was a good little drive for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on with the texter, but he's just kind of thumbs upping and seeing what's going on. Because I got nothing. Oh, he's got nothing too.
Yeah. A whole lot of nothing going on.
Nothing.
Interesting stuff. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I guess we'll just stop the program, I guess.
All right, well, I'll just take us out, I guess.
Thank you so much for having me.
Forget about it.
Yeah, thanks.
It's been a delight.
Thank
it
you.
has been.
Yes.
Special
You
thanks.
are all such delights.
Oh.
Well, that's just not true.
Oh. Oh, it's not true. Okay.
Okay, take it away, Chris.
Sure. Hey, everybody, thank you for listening to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie and introducing the texter featuring Madeline. Since you love the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We'd love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060. Also, join the KCTK Facebook page. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris, we're going to end the Texture and Boogie. We'll play this fun song. It is Tom Jones and Stereophonic. Mama told me not to come.
Swanky.
I came over this somehow on social media, and I thought, this is bitching.
I mean,
Why does he look like that?
he is the epitome of cool, man.
Yep.
He is. Now, what
Was
year-
that Andy Samberg?
I know that Samberg. God.
What?
Is
Wow.
that Jack
drummer?
White? The dude over there look like Jack White.
Yes.
That guy looks like Ben Shapiro.
Yes, he does.
What year is this?
I think it's about 5 or 6 years ago.
Now, does this kid fall into the what was that we talked about one week? The
Big fella music?
No, the American Idol sound.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I call that big fella music too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mentioned we were at the Knuckleheads and they were having all the previews of people coming in, and I said to my wife, a lot of big fella music coming here. She's like, what's that? I go, well, it's Jelly Roll and Vincent Boone. And she's like, oh, I didn't know that was a
big fella music.
Can I get the definition of big fella?
Yeah, Boogie, help her out. Come on.
So there was these like 4 artists. Like, so it was Jelly Roll. What's the other guy that has tats and he's big? I can't think of all of them now.
Yeah,
It's Jelly Roll. Like Chris Stapleton is kind of in there. Oh God, what is the other one's name?
Like Post Malone? He's not big, but
No,
he's
not Post. Oh, what is the other one's name?
Man, I don't know. He's a big fella, though.
Yeah, but they're like all these.
Oh, like Teddy
Swims.
yeah.
Teddy Swims. That's him. Teddy Swims. Jelly Roll. Chris Stapleton.
yeah.
There may have been even another one, but they all like.
And they are big fellas. So.
They're all big fellas, and they all kind of have the same sound,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like, you know, I don't know, it's just the same sound, and so I confused them all, and so
That's fair. Yeah.
Paul and I just started calling them big fella, like regardless of which one it was,
Yeah.
they're all the same person.
No, I like that. That makes sense.
So right around that time, I think a term actually came out called like
big fella music.
It was like these artists now are all like sounding like the American Idol or the reality star,
Yeah.
you know, sound.
Mhm.
They all sound the same.
Yeah.
Kind of with the yelling and they're trying to win. So
They're
Paul calls-
yelling, they're winning, they're
Yeah.
kind of country-esque, but also not.
Yeah.
And there were several of the big fella music at the Big Slick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Big fella.
Slick, big
It's
fella.
big.
This fellow.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.